Play this video right here. I'm going to give you a warning. This lady's going to say some f bombs, I think, and I should have edited the video. Excuse my laziness. I've been trying to put a lot of stuff together lately, but that's not an excuse, but it is an excuse for today.
Okay.
But and they're gonna probably take my monetization too, because they're gonna say the f bombs. I'm scared to actually play the video now, but I'm gonna play it. So here we go. Oh, I didn't share it. It's weird trying to do this on this computer without having this extra screen. All right, there we go.
All right. I divorced my husband. Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's fucking sickness. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places, fucking this one and that one and that one and that one and this one and that one, and my body count going up and my value going down. I'm just gonna call it like a TI is. All the while, my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life.
What you think so far?
I don't know. Some stuff I would take to the grave, but you know, people get on here and they just.
But so did you grow up in church?
Yeah.
Did y'all what kind of church you grew up in? So if I ask these questions, did you grow up in the Baptist church at any time?
When I was very young, we did Baptist, and then we went to non-denominational.
Do you remember when people used to get up and tell that testimonials?
I do know they did that, but I was at an age where I couldn't comprehend. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this just reminds me of a church testimonial.
Oh Lord.
This is a church testimonial. This is all this
and they get in there and embarrass themselves like that?
Yeah. You ain't seen it? Oh, you gotta follow this page. It's called Church of Laugh. It's on Instagram, and they be showing people randomly just get up and get their testimonials and stuff like that. I had posted one on on IG of the dude getting up and talking about how he had addiction to prostitutes and he been sleeping, and his wife said, "Hold on a minute, wait a minute now," like. And then they had another lady said, "You know what? The Lord been working on me. Yeah, he been, he been beat my ass." And they were like, "Hold on." And she said, "Hold on, ass in the Bible, lady." Like that's what she said. I was like, "Lord."
Some of this stuff you couldn't beat out of me. I would never get on the internet telling them I've been sleeping with this person.
Yeah, you have more decorum.
I do.
With them. I should have stayed married to my husband. I felt like I was on this dark road with no street lights, pitch dark, and I couldn't find my way and didn't know which way to go. I felt lost. I felt like I was walking barefoot on that dark road with pebbles and hot rocks sticking my foot. I felt hurt. I felt alone because every time he and that one and this one and that one left my bed, I was alone all by myself. And which was supposed to be.
This is the question I got to ask, the way she talking. She talking about she was on the cock carousel, like it was just
like they like she got a heavy rotation. Yeah, like Chris this day, Matt this day, Josh this day.
Look, it sounds like.
And you know what? Some women they find like I think they get sexual desire and like value enmeshed, and like I think that there are a lot of people that sexually desire someone.
So you're saying women basically confuse.
I do.
Sexual desire,
mm-hmm.
and what else?
Versus like being valued. Like they are enmeshing those two. Like, this person.
So when women,
these guys want to sleep with me.
So basically, yeah, that's what I say. When women like, I get niggas and stuff like that.
No, like, wait a minute, because when I say I get men, I got boyfriends. we ain't on that type of time.
But that's what a lot of time. That's what they women be saying.
Definitely.
I'm not saying you, but women
Yeah.
like, well, I get me.
Yeah, like girl, we can all get some purple peen.
Yeah, like,
it's not difficult. Men are easy.
Yeah, men are easy.
All you gotta do is like a picture slide up on the story, and it's yours.
I don't know if you gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? That's how a little extra.
Like, you know, there will be many men. There will be 100 men. You know, I just showed you that DM of that crazy dude asking me if I'm gonna be
on OnlyFans.
Asking me what Publix I shop at. Asking me, was I at Publix that day? He think he saw me at 1:00 in the morning.
That's why you gotta be careful who you associate with.
But will that man value me? You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, he asked me, am I gonna be on OnlyFans? I feel like to some degree or not, he's expressing some need of or a question about what I do sexually, right? But will this person value me? No. So like, you can't conflate the two. You can't say, oh, this person's interested in, you know, in me in a sexual way, I must be a very valued person.
I just got disgusted because I'm just thinking about, like, I've been seeing a lot of women on my timeline talking about how men slide into the DMs saying, hey, can I eat your box? No, don't tell me you got them too.
I have one.
Hold on, let's finish this and then I'm
okay. Yeah, I'm
gonna
pull it up.
All right.
Soft and comfortable for me. My pillow, it was now filled with tears. I should not have left my husband. I am filled with joy now because I have a wonderful man in my life. And although my marriage,
what kind of man do you have that you can get online and talk about?
I don't know.
Sex with this one and that one, and when that one left my bed and that one left my bed. Like, what kind of relationship y'all got?
Till my ex is over.
I'm a dude and I don't even get on there on here. I got a podcast and I don't even get on here and talk about my sexual escapades that I had just out of respect for my wife. Like, what?
I should have stayed with my husband. Now, believe me, he was no angel. But guess what? Neither was I. I just thought I was better than the man. Peace.
Here we go. Look at this.
Hold on.
What? I'm gonna read it. What time we napping? Okay, didn't respond to that. This the one right here. Do I need to purple peen pick you for your attention? Then talk about how big my booty is. Yeah, literally.
It must be the angles. It must be, hey, y'all, the female be tripping with these angles. I'm gonna tell you.
I literally like argue when I stand up. It's crazy. Like, I just.
Your mama said there was a short period of time when I earned more money than my husband.
Really? Oh yeah, when they first got together.
I want to show y'all like the actual text messages, but I gotta block the name out. Oh, you can't block the book.
I can try. Hold on, let me try.
I about to say I'll put it on there so y'all can see if you can. If you can show the camera.
Oh my God. Hold on.
Yeah, I can't believe this. This man in her inbox like this.
But yeah, like, I will say she was definitely far, far, far out of line for doing that. Because, girl, what's going on with you? You got a man that's out here doing what he needs to do. You know what I mean? Taking care of the family to a certain degree. And I feel like this. If you know the type of woman you want to be, and you know, like, hey, I don't want to earn more than my husband, you need to make sure you're picking that, you know? Yeah. Like, I'm just being so for real. Like, I know the type of wife I desire to be. I can't be that type of wife if my husband is not financially sound.
Okay, so, but if he's financially sound, you're cool as long as, can y'all see that? Yeah, they should be able to see that. This is what this man put in her inbox. It say, what time we napping? Do I need to pick you for your attention? That dump truck looks nice.
Yeah, that was the only true thing he put.
The dump truck look like, oh, of course she gonna say that.
That was the only true comment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, dang, I should have responded back. Like, thank
you. Hell, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna read something. It's saying the share of women who earn more than their husbands reached a record high of 30.6% in 2001, according to census data provided to BuzzFeed. That's up from 23.3% in 2000 and 15.9% in 1981. Black women are more likely than other women to be the primary or sole earner in their marriages. This is from Pew Research.
Mm-hmm.
Should a man should you de- should a man be determined if he's a man by how much money he makes?
No, that should be something determined by the type of woman you interested in. But like for me, I feel like this. I can make more money than my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't mind if I'm at 150 and he at 120. I don't mind. The thing is, I also am of the belief that the man take care of the household.
I agree. I'm with you
So,
on that one.
and I feel like this too. My attitude and position on that will probably change if we are now both putting in the same amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I 100% believe in submitting to your husband. Like I feel like he's gonna take my thoughts, my opinions, the well being of our family and us together in count when he's making a decision for the household.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I could say, oh, we need to go to the right because the left look like A, B, and C. And he could say, oh, we need to go the opposite because A, B, and C, and D. And I know if we still go to the left, he has considered all of my pros and cons.
Yeah.
And it's like, ultimately, I think this is going to be the better outcome for us. If I am contributing to this household, you're not going to be a person telling me what to do.
Right.
With my half. Like, if my half is going towards this, what I have to say and my thoughts and opinion are going to be equally weighed because you wouldn't be able to make this decision had I not been there to reinforce.
So you're saying basically you would be a little bit more quiet if he's paying all the bills and stuff like that.
I'm going to say what I need to say regardless. But I'm going to be more stern if I have to be putting up funds as well because you can't do it by yourself.
So I think that will still be judging a man by his money, depending on how much money you put.
I say it depends on the woman you're going for. Yeah.
Yeah, that will still be judging a man by the money because
for me,
it's like, yeah, for you definitely. Yeah. I think a lot of women would feel that way though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what your mom just said is true too. Communication is huge. Mutual respect is key, and I feel that way. I feel as if there's a time that my wife ever earns more money than me, she respects the time that we've been together and still respects me and revere me as the same type of man, no matter what her status or what her career path is that may make her earn more money. Because I don't want to be, well, this is everything I tell women. Don't ever judge me off the money that I make. Because I'm a type of dude, I tell every woman that I've ever dated, today I might be up, tomorrow I might quit my job for no reason. Like it just is what it is. Because I'm not a dude that wants to be held to only being able to provide being with money. Also, I'm a creative. Like I know that, like, and people that are creatives, they have like sporadic, they just real sporadic, and that's how I am. Like 1 minute I'm doing something else, and then my focus here, my focus is there. 1 minute I'm, like I'm a creative, like I'm always creating, and sometimes I need space to create or feel like I'm doing what I need to do for myself. So if every woman I ever did, I just like, look, don't just hold me to money because I'm can guide you. I can counsel you. I'm your therapist when you need me to be. I'm the person you cry on. I help you make decisions. I help you with family issues. I help you with so much more, and who I am is so expansive that it'll just be silly to just be like, oh, you're not my man or the man because I make more money than you, or I'm putting in this type of money, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, and like I said, I'm also type of dude like I don't know how to word this nicely, but I just don't really I don't care a lot of times like if how a woman sees me when it comes to like the money aspect, because I know from what just looking, this is what I tell people. If you in society, just look around. That's all you gotta do. Just look around. We got a woman that says she wanted a bus driver, which I agree. Like a bus driver cannot provide for a family, but at the same time, you 40 years and single, and you asking a 60-something year old lady
who's also
how
single.
that exactly that who's also single about dating, which is weird, which is all around weird. And like I said, just open your eyes, just look.
I feel like
And
Iyanla
both
wants
of
black
those,
women to live a Tyler Perry movie so bad. Like, I just don't understand it. I really
but
don't.
I, I think what she was saying, if you boil what she said down to just dating a bus driver, I think you missed the message. I think she was basically saying women overlook a lot of good men. It don't have to be a bus driver. You could be somebody that makes more money, but just you overlook quality men. This woman,
See, that's
Ebony.
the debate.
What's the debate?
Quality, because quality is not something that you just is a flat line applied to everything at the same space.
I agree.
And I don't think that Ebony said that man did not have quality. She didn't say that. She never spoke to his income. She never spoke that he was of lower class. She
said he needs to own
yes,
the bus.
yeah, that's correct. And I feel like this. Why is it a problem for a successful attorney? Why is it that she has to be the Tyler Perry movie where she gonna be the successful attorney who has to always date the blue collar broke baby daddy? Not saying that this man is broke, but I'm just saying how the Tyler Perry movies go.
But hold on, let's not go extremes. Let's not go extremes. Let's not go extremes.
I'm talking about his timeline. Okay, I'm talking about the storyline.
Which storyline?
So Tyler Perry movies. That's what I'm trying to get at. So if I can finish, there's usually always a successful African American woman in some degree. She is an attorney. She's a doctor. She's someone who is in a leadership position. She's not working up under nobody else, but she has a company. She's dated other men that are equally successful, that are equally in her same realm.
Which movie are you talking about?
And I'm doing a synopsis of multiple movies.
Oh.
Okay. So she's dated men of, equal status, but she is going to date this blue collar worker. And there's nothing wrong with being a blue collar worker. Let me just say that. And there's nothing wrong with driving a bus or whatever. But you're dating a man who's just say driving a bus, got a couple kids, and you end up leaving your job to go help him do whatever he has to do. And not that that's a bad thing, but why is it not okay for her to say, I don't want to date a bus driver? And that's it. Not you trying to overlook quality guys, because this is the thing. You have to be attractive for me to find out if you're attractive for me to find out if you're quality, right? I'm not saying that this person is not of quality, but I'm just going to be honest. I'm not really looking inside Max buses to see who's driving the bus. It's not an attractive thing to me.
I think
and men like to overlook the fact that finances do make you more attractive.
No, no. Hold on.
It does.
Men. No, I'm not arguing that. I don't think men overlook that finances make you more attractive. It's the reality of, like, this is what I'm saying. I always say this. Does your advice match up with your outcomes? This Ebony woman is not an ugly woman, but you 40 years old. You said in the interview, if y'all watch the interview, she's dated them all, and she said she's been on a date where a couple of dates where men have told her, she's not in the courtroom because of the manner that she's speaking to men and stuff like that. So
I do agree.
This is a woman who says this type of stuff that has her ass on her shoulders and doesn't know and doesn't understand the market very well, or even how to date. Because how are you like I said, and then this is another thing. How are you an attorney? Let's go attorney. You make this. I don't know how much, but let's just throw a number. Let's say you make 120 to 150 a year as an attorney. You're around all of these other men who making this type of money, and you mean to tell me none of these men, just nobody found you suitable when you are around these men who make this type of money? The men that's coming in, the country clubs, the meetings. You're an attorney yourself, and I'm sure you're working at a firm or somewhere, some type of job where you're around other people. You can go to events. You're going to be in a room with men, suitable men, probably more attractive because they got the money, probably got the money to take care of themselves a certain type of way, working out, facials, all whatever they got to do, but you still 40 and single.
I believe Ebony does not practice duality.
What is that?
So, like, in every person, you have at least two things, right? So I practice being masculine and feminine. at the appropriate times.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when I'm at work, when I'm at my business, I am 100% in my masculine role or masculine energy because I'm pioneering and leading that by myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm the check and balance. I'm making the decisions at the end of the day. I'm paying everything. I'm footing the bill. Like that is everything that I do. When the same day, Monday, I'm at work, get off at 5. If I go see my guy at 8, I'm no longer in that masculine mindset. I kind of go on autopilot because I'm always thinking, but I feel so comfortable. I turn my brain off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm riding in the car. I ain't even looking at the road. You know what I mean? Like I trust he's gonna navigate me to get somewhere safely. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? If we go out and we walking down the street, like of course I'm going to be aware of my surroundings, but I'm not as aware if I was walking by myself because I'm with my guy and I know he already got his eyes looking out to make sure that we're safe. You know, make sure that I'm good, make sure I don't fall and break my neck or somebody run up and try to grab my purse. Like I have that comfort. And I've watched Ebony on some television shows and I feel like she doesn't exhibit being in a dual space. You know, being an attorney at work. As soon as I walk out of my suite, I drop that. Well, I'm a not trying to be funny, but like I'm a damsel in distress. I always joke around and say that.
Mm-hmm.
Help me. Like I'm soft. I'm feminine. I need you. I'm not getting ready to walk up in my house and be trying to call the shots in my, you know, or with my dude.
I
Like I'm
th-
not trying to do that.
I think that goes back to I don't think women fully game planned out. If you think there's white women, black women, whatever, I don't think women fully game planned out the ramifications of women entering the workforce because women working is going to put a woman more in their masculine frame. They talk about how today how women's testosterone levels are higher than they typically are, and men's testosterone levels are lower than what they should be. So it's like we're going through this switch because, like they said, you got a lot more women working or earning more than men. Going to college, getting degrees, and they all and if having a degree sometimes are going to make you earn more than people who don't have degrees. So typically, but so when you haven't game planned out how this was going to affect you being masculine, how you might potentially earn more money than men, how the men around you when you start earning this type of money ain't gonna want you because now they see you typically is probably a fun girl or you come off as the masculine woman that no one wants to deal with, or like I said, like it's just not it's not well thought out plan to say women should work, and then women come back and say I want a man that if I make 150 and I come in and I'm making 200 and I got to take you on and you making all this money and now I got to say, hey, I'm gonna pay all of the bills and whoop the whoop and you not pay nothing, but you've been paying all the bills by yourself. But I can get sex from you because now we're in this whole thing with women. Like I've had interviews with women. Women feel like I make the money, so I could do what men do. I can go and sleep around. So that also backfires because women feel like, nah, I make the money. I pay my own bills. I do what I want to. I can have a man in and out of my bed. And now the men that you start to like that's in and out your bed only see you as a good time because now you're paying all your bills. Why would I want to come in here if I see you in the penthouse and I see you driving the Porsche? Why would I, as a man, why would I want to take that on?
Well, I will say this. I do think that women that earn more than her husband or than their partner and decide to take on the financial burden of the household, I would imagine that those women are not traditional, right? And so I would imagine them to not move in a traditional way.
Do you think most
So
people are traditional? I don't even think most people are traditional.
I think it's just relative to who you're around. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because like I say, my Facebook world is completely different than like my day-to-day people I'm connected to.
Mm-hmm.
I see more women on there like pioneering and wanting to be independent. My close circle, even my like people I don't really talk to that often, are in alignment with me. Like how I guess I attract people that are like in the same energy space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I can't really speak to, unless I'm just talking about people I don't know. Maybe so. There are a lot of people on my timeline that are more not traditional, but I guess what's the word that I
Modern.
yeah, modern.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. there are more women that are modern. I think that there are more women that are modern because they haven't been raised in tradition. You know, like I was raised in tradition, even down to like how we put a Christmas tree, you know, things like that. And so those traditions are important to me and I exercise them. And the men that I attract exercise those traditions. I have not dated a man. I did date one man when I was younger, but like as an adult, I have not dated a man that was like, you gonna help me pay the bills.
But you haven't been in that position either though. They might
No.
not have said it, but you haven't been.
But like I've dated men that help me pay my bills.
Yeah.
All the time. And I haven't been in a position where a man was like, even of the belief that like I've given my boyfriends money before. But it was never because they asked me.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey, you know, you help me out. Here goes something. Or you mentioned you needed something. Here it is. And it's usually not to the same amount that they've given me. You know what I mean? Because just we're in two different financial places, but I do that. And more often than not, they usually decline. And then they take it because like, no, you know what I mean? I already bought the gift card, I already did whatever, we gonna do it together, whatever it is. But they be like, nah, I can wait. Even if they have to save up $300 more, they be like, nah, I'll just wait until I get it. And I'm like, no, take it. You know, I already allocated it to you. I'm leaving it here. I'm not putting it in my purse. I'm leaving it at your spot. But they're traditional. And so I think that like with Ebony, she seems like she wants a traditional man on her modern terms. And it's just not going to work that way because if I'm going to my guy in like place and I'm acting like I'm spearheading a business, he gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy.
You're right.
I can't talk to him like that. I can't talk to him in a way that is combative. And like we just recently had a conversation about that. Like, you know, he was like, you don't talk to me like you talk to people on Facebook. Okay. Do you want me to argue with you? Like you're on internet? You know, because I can. You know, my mouth is lethal. I can get nasty with it. I'm not gonna do that to you. You take care of me. I love you. And I like that. But you know what I mean? Like I care about you. I care about those things. I'm not getting ready to combat and debate you on stuff. We finna talk like people. And I'm finna be careful about my words for sure. Because I like you. You know, whatever it is. Like I want to maintain this relationship. People on Facebook, I don't care. I will shoot daggers all day long. I have no remorse.
See, I think, like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Just look around. Just open your eyes and look. A lot of women. It's sad how many women that I keep seeing on my timeline that I know. I'm 34 years old, and I know these women that graduated 10 years before me. So it's like seeing these women still 40 plus years old talking about I'm not going to settle. I need a nigga to take me as I am. Don't judge me about my past. I need him to pay all of the bills. Yeah, I got a few kids, but you know, me and my kids are a package deal. And then it's like, baby, you don't understand that. First of all, if you got kids, I'm judging you off your baby daddy. You can't have a nigga that's in jail and another nigga that got killed and think I'm gonna come in and play stepdaddy and win stepdaddy award, because now that ain't how this go. I know a lot of people, women, want to have this mindset that we shouldn't be judged off our past, and I blame religion for that. But it's some things that you can do in your past that people are going to judge you for. I don't care who you are.
I judge men. If they tell me they've been cheated on multiple times, I judge you.
Yeah, you should.
I don't want to get in line. You're not gonna make me a next victim.
You should. And like I was saying, like women have this idea that you should not be judged by your past, but everybody gets judged. This whole I don't judge, and judging keeps you alive. Judging is your defense mechanism. Judging is seeing what's going on, surveying land, surveying the people, seeing how they look. Is they looking sketchy? That's how you stay alive. So when people say I don't judge, that's typically from a fool, and I try to stay away from those people because they say they don't judge, and they be like, only God can judge me. No, nigga, everybody can judge.
I judge too. And you know what? I do think also we're in a space, in an era where we share too much.
We definitely
like
do.
I was just looking at a post like a couple weeks ago, and this guy wrote this long paragraph, if you're not posting your significant other, that means you're not into
that.
the relationship. If you're not posting your significant other, you're hiding. You're still having the door open for somebody else.
That's what he gets.
I commented. And I said, or she could be a woman that only wants to attach herself to the one that matters the most, which is her husband. Because what you're not getting ready to do is scroll down my timeline and be like, dang, Shotzi didn't dated 6 dudes before she found this man. No.
But we see a lot of women to do that.
I would never. If you see me on a picture with another dude, it's spam. You need to report his page. He is hacked. Yes, get him off. It is bullying and harassment at this point in time. No, I don't.
Hey, y'all hear this right? No. She said it's spam.
It is.
So if y'all see Ashanti on
if I'm not in a wedding dress or I said yes, delete it. You need to block that person. You need to report their page. It's actually an act of terrorism at this point. Like, no, because I'm not getting ready to be attached to nobody but the person that matters the most to me, and that's gonna be my husband. My fiance, probably. But even when I get engaged, you probably just gonna see my little manicure finger and my ring. You gonna see my man when we going down the aisle and I got the same last name. Like, I'm not getting ready to do that.
So I'm just gonna say this to women out there. They say women should typically try to get married young before y'all get in y'all careers to a man that you really find suitable. And one of the reasons that is because of the money, because the older you get and the more money you make, and you looking for a nigga to make equal or more than you, it's going to be difficult. And like with the Ebony case, she's a prime example of a pretty woman, career oriented, obviously very masculine, even the way she talks aggressively, and you know how she has a stern face. Like even when you watch her in interviews, she don't even make facial expressions. And so when you look at this woman, she's a prime example of what's to come for a lot more women. You're going to see a lot of pretty women still complaining about men ain't this, men ain't that. Where the good men at? But I'm a boss, babe, or I'm a boss, bitch. I can do what I want to do. I can sleep with who I want to sleep with. Look, just keep your eyes open. And fellas, if you see these women coming, get out their way. Let them crash. Let them burn. Get out of their way. These are women that cannot be saved, and especially our community in general. Don't try to save nothing in the Black community. Period. It's a lot of bull crap that we have been trying to prop up and hold up and try to act like it's cool in our community. Hey, it's crumbling. It's crumbling around us. The stuff that, and I say this all the time, I don't even understand how Black people in our today go along with so much of the societal stuff that we agree with today. This is the weirdest stuff that I ever seen, because like I say this all the time, fat shaming. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, y'all, like we really like, and you got to understand the number one reasons for Black people to die is heart related issues associated with obesity. So what are you talking about? You mean to tell me I can't tell a woman they fat and they going to die? Well, and then I know we're gonna get the same stuff. We are gonna die, yeah. But don't you want a better way of living? Like, do you want to be crippled or taken care of by somebody else? Do you want to be pushed in a wheelchair at the nursing home? Do you want people feeding you through a tube? Do you want to have a stroke? Do you want to have heart attacks and scares? It's like, that's the type of life you want to live? Of course, we're all going to die, but having a good health throughout life is.
And I feel like, this is going to sound so bad, but I feel like the only time a lot of Black women do take their health into consideration is when they want to get cosmetic surgery. I ain't never in my life, because I do like lymphatic massage and stuff at my business.
What is that? I don't
like
know what that is.
When they get like tummy tucks, BBLs and stuff, they have to get massages to kind of move the lymph, like the swelling, the fluids, and all that kind of stuff. And I've never heard so many people that
a lot of people come in there for that though.
I mean, a good amount.
Okay.
Yeah, a good amount. It's not like the prime service I offer, but a good amount.
Okay.
But I asked them, like, how active are you? Do you exercise? How's your eating? How is this and the third? And a lot of them struggle because after your surgery, like, you shouldn't be eating a lot of sodium. That's going to cut out a lot of fast food, pretty much all fast food, unless you're getting a salad, which, let's be so for real. they struggle, with their
Hold on, so
diet.
after they get a cosmetic surgery, they have to go like they can't eat fast food.
Like, you shouldn't be eating sodium because you're in the process of healing from a surgery. Sodium is
Okay.
going to help you bloat. It could cause you to just have a lot of digestion. Like your digestive system is still trying to get on track. We need you to be eating light foods, salmon, greens. We need you to get the nutrients in.
Oh,
This is
dang, I
not a
know that.
time for you to be eating fatty foods and
Yeah.
like have a lot of sodium and stuff. Your body is healing from a major surgery. We got to be so mindful. Like, that's why, after people have kids and they're in the hospital, you ain't going to the hospital again McDonald's.
No.
They're not serving that in the cafeteria because what you're putting in your body is important. And I ask them all the time, how active are you?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, when I went and got my first consultation done, they told me I had to lose 20 pounds. That's the first time I ever worked out. You know what I mean? To lose that weight. And I lost the 20 pounds and I got the surgery. That was it. And don't get me wrong, like some women that I have serviced, they've had children, and they've done the work to lose that weight, and they have some things that they kind of want to nip and tuck, which is fine. But it's other people that are overweight and they don't want to put in the work to go to the gym or do anything, and their health is at crisis because in the United States, the doctors are like, if your BMI is above a certain number, we're not doing it. Those same women will go to other countries that will bypass that. And it's like, you don't even care about your health enough to know you could potentially die.
And to think that you will want to go to another country that has I ain't gonna say bad doctors, but lesser doctors.
Well, it's not that they don't have the restrictions that are set in place to keep you alive.
Yeah, but you ever watch Botched?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people that I see on Botched, they always seem like they go overseas and get something botched.
Mm-hmm.
It always seemed like, I went over there with my homie, like the one girl that had all them, I don't know if she's a black girl, but she had a crazy big booty, but she had all these little black marks and lumps in her butt. And she was asking the doctor, could they remove? And they was like, they were scared because of something about her blood veins or some vessels or something like that.
Yeah, free silicone. It can get in your bloodstream and kill you instantly.
Yeah, and they were saying they were scared about removing them or something. So she had to just live with the lumps. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, this, like, do you think it's an insecurity for people to do cosmetic surgery the way that they're doing it now?
Yeah.
You think so?
I've never seen nobody who was like, I love my body, I'm finna go change it.
Yeah.
I do think, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that women that don't get surgery don't have insecurities either. You know what I mean? Because like I have insecurities with my body too. And
I think that's a more woman thing too. I think y'all more because you know everybody knows.
Yeah, the standard of beauty is really high upon us. I don't think I have insecurities to the magnitude where I would go under the knife. Not at this moment, because the things that I would change about my body, I imagine they would change after I've had kids.
And what you want to change?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't want to get no BBL. I don't want to do nothing to my butt. I probably get my boobs done. That's it.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like after
you have kids, yeah.
That's it. I don't care to change anything about my stomach unless if I have loose skin, I want to get that taken care of. But like, I don't want to get no BBL. Like that's just not my thing.
No, all that probably a spread.
Because it's already crazy right now. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real done when I get it done. But I don't have a desire to do that. But I also, like I said, I don't feel like women that don't have surgery don't have insecurities.
I'm gonna say this again. Now we're talking about BBL.